the most important person in this society is the old master, because he is between the spirit and the people. If there is someone like cholera or some disease like malaria in the village, the chief of the village comes to the old man and say to go to explain that we have problems to the spirit. And at night, late at night, the old man takes his Biram with his students, and they go in the shores of the lake, and he plays the Biram and explain to the spirit the problem. And in 1 or 2 days, there is no disease, finish. And if also there is less fish in the lake, there is not enough fish, and the people go to say it to the chief of the village, and the chief of the village come to explain to the old man, and the old man go late at night in the shores of the lake and explain it to the spirit, and the spirit finds the solution. This spirit has a name, but not a face. It means that in the life of the Boudouma people, there is only the first old man, the first old master of Biram. He sees the face of the spirit. Because in the history, the legend says that every night, if the Boudouma are sleeping, they hear very good music coming from the lake. And one day, one old man decided to go and see who is playing this music every night. And when he go to the shores of the lake, he sees the spirit the first day, and he come back home. But the second day, when the old man came back to the shores of the lake, late in the night, he's very afraid, and he wants to go back, but the spirit called him. And he says, okay, I want that you be the first man who see me, and you are the first man who see me, and I want you to be the first master of Biram. This instrument's name is Biram, and that is what I am playing for you all the night since your grandfather and grand-grandfather. I am playing for you this instrument at night. So now, while you are the first who see me, I prepare a Biram for you, and you have to be the first master of Biram of your community. And the spirit's name is Karigina, and Karigina gives to the old man the first Biram, like this, with 5 strings. But the legend says that the Biram of the spirit has 10 strings, because the spirit has 10 fingers in every hand. And when he gives the little Biram like this to the old man, he says to the old man, don't be surprised that mine has 10 strings, but your Biram has 5, because you, human being, you have 5 fingers in every hand, and you see my hand, I have 10 in every hand. That is why. And it's the same night the spirit teaches how to initiate. He teaches him the 12 sacred songs. He teaches him to the old man all the secret of Biram. So that is the origin of Biram. And in this origin, the Biram is never played in the day, only at night. Only at night, never. When I do my initiation, I make my day became night and my night became day, because I can't play the Biram in the day, so that I play, I practice all the night, and all the day I'm sleeping. They are very loud laws for the Biram. And I think that if we continue with those laws of the Biram, those sacrifice and rituals, I think that no one other can be initiated to the Biram. If you want to be initiated to the Biram, you must have money, a lot of money. Money to give to the family who search the sacred wood, money to give, to buy the cow, the special cow. See, it is very sacred, and you have to spend a lot of money. When I go to the old man, I get the supporting of UNESCO. I know that I can't go with my salary, or I can't go, so that I ask UNESCO, and I give all the story of the Biram to the UNESCO, all what I see in 1998. When I go making research of music in the area of the lakes, I discover the Biram the first time in 1998, and I write all those what I see, because I meet the old master and he tell me a little about the Biram, and I take pictures, and that is what I send to UNESCO and explain him that not to let this instrument die. And UNESCO give me a lot of money to go to save the Biram. And I go. I am very happy when we finish not finish, but when I want to go back home, I tell my master, what do you like in the world? What do you dream to have? Yeah, my master is poor. He's a poor Boudouma. He said, I want to have a horse. A horse? I say, where can we do a horse for selling? He said, in the market. There is a market after this village. And I say to him, I can buy you a horse. Really? He said, yeah. I want to buy you a horse. Like it is your dream to have a horse. Okay. And we go to the village, and he chose a horse in the markets, and I buy for him this horse, and he's very happy. And I say him, okay, you see, village knows that you are poor, so don't say that I buy you this horse. Do you have children in other countries who go to search money somewhere? You say, yeah, I have one big children in Nigeria, one big child in Nigeria. I say, okay, you must tell to the chief of the village and other people that it is your child who send you money to buy not me. And he is very, very, very happy this day when he see really the horse in his house and it belongs to him. He's very happy. But I am much happy than him, because I have the idea to ask him what is his dream in the world. Yeah, and yeah, that is what I don't forget about my master at the end of our separation. Yeah, and every time if I have some time in the vacancy, I go to see his family, his wife and his little children. And yeah, it is like my family, because their father is a very big artist, and he doesn't let playing Biram by himself, but he's obligated to play it. And the day in 1998, when he's explaining me why he let the Biram, he's crying. I see that he's crying, and at the end, I am with a Japanese professor of music. We are making research together, and the Japanese says me, ask him why he's crying. And when I ask him, he said, oh, I am thinking about when the Biram is Biram, when his social function is all right. In the past, when we play to the brave, to the courageous fishermen, and when in the past, when I am the important person in the village, and when I think that in the future, after me, perhaps the Biram will disappear. That is why I am crying. And that is why the old Japanese professor says me, Barka, you are the one who see the crying of this old man. So, as you are a musician, because before the Biram, I play another instrument, traditional instrument with 2 strings, called Gurumi in my country, and I record 10 CDs of Gurumi since 1986 to now. I record 10 albums of this little instrument before playing Biram, so that when I come to be initiated, I don't need a lot of lesson from my teacher, so that as I am school teacher, I say him to play, and I went just to record and look. It is enough. But in the tradition, the students, the only instrument is played by 2 persons. The master plays the strings and sing, and the students play in the bottom. He plays the percussion here, and they sit down on the ground. Yeah, that is the traditional way of playing Biram. Omar and me too, we began like this. But in 2008, before we record our album, our CD, when we go to the Woman Festival, and if we are playing like this traditional kind of playing, if Omar kicks heights in the skin, the chick, come on, this little sticks will support the strings. They come away like this. Yeah, so that the concert is finished. Because if one string, if one of the little woods get away, we finish. There is no concert. Because before checking it, you can put 30 minutes. Yeah, it is not so easy. So that one day I said to Omar, okay, I think that we have to get another solution. Every time if we are in a big concert, the little wood get away, so that now you are a master of percussion, you have to get some percussion to accompany me and let me play the Biram lonely. So that is the solution that we have. Thank you very much.